So it's 4:20 here in the studio. Let's do a review. That's right. As of this recording, it's 4:20, which is a thing for some people out there. Not me, but you do you. I went and ordered something from Jack in the Box, something that I guess they'd had before and I'd never seen, but it's back for a limited time. It's the Pineapple Express shake, which goes along with, I'm assuming, the Pineapple Express movie with Seth Rogen, James Franco, and Danny McBride, which I remember seeing years ago. I wasn't a big fan of. I don't know why, because I like those guys. I need to revisit that movie. But anyway, today we're going to visit some food from Jack in the Box. It's been a while since I've been there. They've got some new things on the menu, one of them which is a Smashed Jack. They take their burger, they smash the patty on there. It's got something called a boss sauce, which sounds interesting, and I think some grilled onions too. They don't do a lot of veggie on most of the Jack in the Box burgers, at least the ones that I see. So this is kind of cool. It's got pickles in there, it's got onions in it, and it's got a bit of a crust on the outside, the outer edge. It gets kind of grilled, kind of crispy, which seems pretty good in theory. Let's see. Well, for starters, that is a pretty tasty burger. It's got a good bite through it. There's a lot of pickle on here, which is nice. Gives it a bit of an extra crunch and something fresh. Fresh is a weird word to use when it comes to a pickle, but I'm going to say that gives it a little something more. The grilled onions are nice. There is a lot of sauce on this. I don't know how well you can see that. Which that boss sauce seems sort of it's like any other, I guess, fast food sort of secret sauce, like, you know, what McDonald's has with their Big Macs and whatnot, which is sort of their alt take on a Thousand Island dressing. It's a little less tangy, but that's fine because there's the pickles on here. So yeah, this is a pretty solid burger. There is also a double version that's got bacon on it, which I didn't go for because I got some other stuff going on here that you'll see in a second. But is this Jack in the Box smash burger any good? Oh yeah, this is good. As far as a fast food burger goes, this has got a good change for just, you know, something coming off the grill. It's a little something different, and I think it works. Now, for a side, rather than get fries with this, because fries are fries, I went with a side of loaded spicy mini tacos, which I do believe you can get in a non-loaded sort of sense. They're small little. Let me see if I can get one here that isn't loaded. It's a small fried up taco. These come in a red tortilla, which I'm assuming is the spice. And then it's in kind of a takeout container full of, oh boy, I can't even tell what all is in there. Lettuce. There's a lot of cheese sauce in there. There are 2 or 3 that are sort of floating towards the top, and the rest are all swimming in lettuce and cheese. I think there's maybe like a dozen in here. Hard to tell. Let's get one that's not going to make me a complete mess here. Off camera, I cleaned up a bit. There were grilled onions falling out of that burger. But anyway, I've got some of this stuff on there. Look at that. Lettuce just hanging off it. There's another one that's got less stuff on there. I got a fork in here too because I'm definitely going to need a fork to get whatever else is on the bottom of here. So I was able to fish one out of the bottom of the container that is it's unloaded, which this seems like definitely the way it's going to be crunchy. Oh yeah, I think you can probably even hear that crunching in there. It definitely retains its crunchiness as is. Which, it's been a while since I've had a Jack in the Box taco, their old, 2 for 99-cent tacos. Little fried, crisp bits with just lettuce, sauce, some meat in there. I think some cheese. Again, been a while. But they were good. They're crispy, kind of greasy, but that was some of the fun of it. Are these any good? I would say if you're gonna get the non-loaded kind, there is a bit of spice through it, not a lot. It probably builds up a bit too because there is sauce in there as well as what's in the actual little tacos. But this is, I'm telling you, this is a mess in here. It's hard to show you without tipping this all out onto the floor. But this is a fork item versus if you just had those tacos, you just got little tacos to munch on all the time. So yeah, it's not great in this form. If you get them, I recommend unloaded. Now, on to dessert. All right, well, I've got here the Pineapple Express shake. It's their vanilla shake. It's got pineapple flavor in there. It's got normally whipped cream and a cherry, though it's fairly warm here, both outside and in here in the studio. So this was piled a little bit higher with whipped cream. It's sort of settled a bit in there, which is fine. Not a big whipped cream fan anyway, especially not the aerosol can kind. But we got a big straw and we got a big drink. Let's do it. I will say there is a pineapple flavor to it. It's not super pineapple. I'm assuming it's a squirt of some sort of syrup that they add in there. It's got a good yellowy color to it though. Mostly you're getting that vanilla shake with something added to it, not mixed in with it necessarily or as a part of it. So you can kind of taste the separation between the two. That said, it is still a pretty tasty mix of the two, sort of like a banana cream pie would be with that bit of like meringue on the top or something similar to that, but pineapple. So you've got that tropical, that fruity bit with that bit of creaminess to it and a cherry on top. So is that Pineapple Express shake any good? Yeah, it is. It's got that good mix of, let's say, that creamy top with that pineapple base to it. So you're getting sort of both flavors in there, that vanilla and that pineapple. I think if they fully incorporated it in instead of adding it to it, I think that would be even better. But as it stands, this is still a nice treat. And I've got a huge shake here to get through. So this is going to go back in the freezer for a while. Maybe this will be dessert later. And speaking of later, that's going to do it for me here on 420. Have a safe 420. Is that a thing people say? Does Hallmark have cards for that? I don't know. But whatever you're doing, be smart, be safe out there. And I'll see all of you here next time. Crap on a stick, I'm a mess.